Come with us to Coney Island. My family from upstate is coming down to celebrate my little cousin's birthday, and we haven't been to Coney Island in a minute, so I'm so excited. We always try to come out to Coney Island with our family at least once a year because we just always have such a good time together. Coney Island has always had a really big Puerto Rican population, and I love the fact that when we come out here, it just always feels like they're still so deeply connected to the culture, that even though the neighborhood is changing, the people always make it a point to make their presence known. I mean, look at this. Live band playing, and I don't know, it felt so good to see that. Now, it was a beautiful day, but it was hot, so the beach, of course, was packed. This side of the beach is always much more crowded because it's easier to get to by public transportation and it's closer to all the activity, but the further in you go, the quieter it gets. Now we're headed down the boardwalk to go meet up with our family. One thing about Coney Island is you're always going to see some interesting things. Look at these dudes with their snakes. They have bars and restaurants that play live music. This particular place had a DJ playing, and you can have some drinks, listen to some music, and just enjoy the vibes, you know? My man's right here, though, brought his own vibes, okay? And then we came across this guy. How beautiful does this sound? And of course, you can't come to Coney Island without having Nathan's. I don't care, it's a rule. I gotta have my bacon cheese fries and a hot dog. We finally met up with my family at Dino's Wonder Wheel Park. Fun fact, the Wonder Wheel celebrated its 100th anniversary back in 2020. It's a New York City landmark and one of the most famous Ferris wheels in the world. And of course, you can't forget about the Cyclone. Also world famous, also a New York City landmark. No, I have never been on it. Sorry. I've just never been a fan of the whole wooden roller coaster thing. You know, I'm a punk, I admit it. And it's funny because when I was younger, I used to get on all of these rides, but the Cyclone is just the one thing that I could never bring myself to do. Oh, look how beautiful the sunset looks over the beach. And of course, another Coney Island rule for me is we gotta have funnel cake, okay? My daughter and my cousins got on so many rides. This is them on this crazy roller coaster. Now we're headed off to the Thunderbolt, which is their last ride of the night. And then we heard the vibes, and me and my family cannot avoid the vibes. It was coming from that same little beach bar from earlier that had the DJ playing. And while I love Coney Island during the day, there is something for me about Coney Island at night. I just love it. The way all the lights light up in the night sky. I don't know if it's just that nostalgia for me because I grew up coming here my entire life. It just makes me feel like a kid again, you know? Here we are just waiting for the girls to come off their roller coaster because it's time to go home. On the way home, we drove past the original Nathan's location, which is always packed. We had such a great time. And we got home to a bunch more family that were just chilling by the pool. I'm exhausted, but it was an incredible day.